Hello guys, how are you today? In this video we'll talk about the Japanese yen and about its current sell-off, and we'll take a look on the Japanese stock index, also on the most important currency pairs containing the Japanese yen, to see if the Japanese yen will resume its drop. Please read the disclaimer, and also if you want to get and to receive all our trading signals, you can join our VIP Telegram group by accessing the link posted right below this video for only £35 a month. And also, please guys, follow us on Instagram. We have a lot of VIP content there as well. And also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of video materials there as well. Thank you guys. So let's take a look first of all here on the Nikkei, on the Japanese stock index, and as you can see here we had an important sell-off, and that's why the Japanese yen has increased lately. But as you can see here, the stock index has found support here around this former low, around 27,137.8, and right now it has rebounded. It's rallies right now, so the current growth here registered by the Nikkei forces the Japanese yen to decline versus its rivals, right? And that's why the US dollar versus the Japanese yen has increased. That's why the euro versus the Japanese yen has increased. That's why the British pound versus the Japanese yen has increased, and so on. Okay, so as long as the Japanese stock index will continue to increase here, yeah, it has jumped above this resistance, static resistance. So if the Japanese yen will continue, the Japanese stock index, sorry, will continue to increase here towards the weekly pivot point, towards 28,111.5, then the yen could lose more ground versus its rivals, guys. And as you can see here, technically I've drawn a major descending pitchfork to catch this potential downside movement. So the price of the Japanese stock index has failed here to reach the medium line of the descending pitchfork, this potential target, this dynamic support, signaling maybe one moment, because I want to draw here something like an inside sliding parallel line. And also here the price of Nikkei has failed here to reach or approach to reach at least this inside sliding parallel line. So maybe all these failures here to reach the medium line, or here to reach and retest this inside sliding line, could send the index higher towards the upper medium line of the descending pitchfork technically. Okay, so let's try also to draw something like an ascending pitchfork here. Okay, so the Nikkei, the Japanese stock index, could resume its growth as long as it stays within this ascending pitchfork's body. Yep, and the major upside target is here at the upper medium line of the major descending pitchfork. You can see that the index has increased, has retested the S1 here, retest a new higher high right now. So you can see here that it has failed to come back, maybe to test and retest the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork, signaling strong buyers here in the short term. So further growth here could signal potential yen depreciation, further yen depreciation. And let's take a look also on euro versus the Japanese yen. So here, very important, I've decided here to draw an ascending pitchfork as well here on this pair, euro versus the Japanese yen. 1, 2 and 3, temporary growth, drop, false breakdown with great separation here below this lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork, signaling a potential growth, rebound, bounce back, bullish momentum in the short term. And the next target is here at the weekly pivot point, also at the medium line of the ascending pitchfork, guys. So further drop registered by the Nikkei, by the Japanese stock index, could push and could lift this pair. The British pound versus the Japanese yen, as you already know, I will delete this one from here because we closed our long position here in the British pound versus the Japanese yen, only because we wanted to take some profits, guys. So right now the Japanese yen continues to depreciate versus the British pound, and we have here something like a down channel. So the next major upside target will be here around this downtrend line, around the channel's resistance, guys. So here stabilizing above the S1, maybe a temporary decline, sideways movement could really signal a potential further growth towards the downtrend line, guys. US dollar versus the Japanese yen, and here it is very important for you to know, to understand that the US dollar versus the Japanese yen has managed to increase here in the short term because the Japanese yen has depreciated as long as, or the yen was punished by the Japanese stock index, by the Nikkei's rally in the short term, yeah. And right now the pair stands above the medium line of the ascending pitchfork. It has decreased only a little here, but the bias is still bullish, the outlook is bullish, even if the DXY, the US dollar index, has decreased. So this pair has increased as well, only because, and it stays above all these broken upside obstacles, only because the Japanese stock index, the Nikkei, continues to increase, right? Let's take a look on the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. An important rally here as well. So the Japanese yen continues to depreciate versus its rivals. Also here another failure to reach the medium line of the descending pitchfork, and right now we have a rally, a bounce back, a throwback here in New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen, only because the Japanese stock index, the Nikkei, increases right now. Also Canadian dollar versus the Japanese yen. Okay, so you can use this correlation in trading. So when the Nikkei, the Japanese stock index, increases, you should expect the Japanese yen to depreciate versus its rivals, guys. Okay, and let's take a look here also on 1 hour. Very important. A first rally here, sideways movement here in the short term, retest of the S1 weekly support, and right now is almost, maybe if the price of Nikkei will close and stabilize above 27,893.7, then it maybe could continue to increase. And also, as I've told you earlier, its failure here to come back to test and retest maybe the lower medium line of the ascending pitchfork signaled strong buyers, strong momentum, signaled that the Nikkei could resume its growth, and this scenario, further growth here, could signal that the Japanese yen will depreciate further versus its rivals. Thank you guys for watching this video here, video analysis. So if you want our trading signals, you can become a VIP member, Learn to Trade Go Premium, or by accessing the link posted right below this video for around £35 a month. Here's our YouTube channel, please subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Thank you guys.